We're joined now by Masayuki Komatsu. He is a senior fellow at the Tokyo Foundation and former official with the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries. Mr. Komatsu, this tradition, it's more than 200 years old. Can you explain the history of it and also why such a high price tag on these fish?
Yes, it started with this, kind of low consumption tradition 100 years ago. But, more and more consumption comes after Japan's economic growth to showing a kind of a status symbol to consume more fish, in particular tuna, as the long kind of distance fleet expanded to all over the, our countries. Japan brought more tuna to the Japanese market. So it's one of the status symbol, but in terms of the price is so high, as is the case of 3 years ago 1.8 million. This years ago it was just 10% of that. Still it's higher. This is the last 10 years phenomena that was not very much kind of usual before that.
Mr. Komatsu, there has been a lot of criticism of this tradition with the tuna population decreasing as well. What is your take on that?
I think the tuna, northern bluefin tuna around and surrounding Japanese water is severely, heavily depleted, down to just 3% of the original, mother stock, biomass spawning biomasses. So that Japan should take a kind of appropriate, responsible action. However, there are plenty of pressure from the demand. And also the industry, particularly like parasail fisheries, which would like to, catch a tuna for the short-term profit, do not want to seize it. But what we need is a long-term kind of, sustainability and recovery for that. But, those industry people do not want to eat, and Japan's Ministry of Agriculture and Fishery, particularly Fisheries Agency, tend to listen to short-term kind of a viewpoint addressed by the industry rather than scientists and international NGOs.
Masayuki Komatsu, thank you so much for your insight.